This is going to be your guide to getting shiny legendary Pokemon in the Pokemon Sword and Shield Crown Tundra expansion. So this guide is mostly going to cover the storyline legendary Pokemon and soft resetting for them, so the Regis and Swords of Justice. We're also going to talk about the Dynamax Adventure legendary Pokemon, how to optimize for that, and then give information on shiny Galarian legendary birds, Calyrex, Spectrier, and Glastrier. So we are going to be covering a lot in this video. If you enjoy it, or if it ends up helping you out in any way, don't forget to leave a like, and definitely share this video with all of your shiny hunting friends, because we got some crazy methods going on. Now let's get into it, starting off with the Swords of Justice, because there's a really cheeky way of shiny hunting these Pokemon. You encounter them, run away, go into the camp and back out, and then the sword should respawn on top of you. Wait, what? Now this is also going to be good for people that aren't even shiny hunting for the Swords of Justice, because they get confused as to how to respawn the Pokemon. Respawning the Pokemon is just leaving the area and coming back. That includes wild Pokemon encounters, Pokemon camp, or just straight up leaving the area and coming back, and then they will naturally respawn. So if you're having a problem finding these Pokemon again because you actually accidentally ran away, fainted them, or were defeated by them, this is what you do. So watch you do, but there you go. Quick, fast, easy, soft reset, much faster than resetting the game. Like, there's a couple seconds in the intro right here, but from the time it takes to actually run away, set up your camp, and then just immediately back out of it, like, yeah, there's a lot of loading and a lot of stuff like that, but then boom, spawns right on top of you. And there you go. So a less than 30-second Terrakion encounter. That's going to speed things up quite a bit, but we need to talk about how this works for getting the shiny Pokemon. Actually, that's more down here. So this person said, I did this after KOing 300 plus Cobalion, got the shiny, KO the sword, encounter anything in the grass nearby, run away, respawn, number of battle goes up, increasing shine chance. But this is not accurate. You want to run away from these Swords of Justice because battling them does nothing. They are a static encounter, so it does not increase the chances like you would for the wild encounter method. And we do have clarification from the data miners, so this is also very important information. Like, if you've seen other people trying to feint the Pokemon and they talk about how to increase the shiny chance, that's just incorrect. So that's why you want to share this video, make sure the correct information is out there. But the data miners are responding, does the battle method increase the chance for a shiny? Only for wild encounters, not static encounters, Regis, Swords of Justice, and strong spawns. And that's also another note, like, this isn't for legendary encounters, but if there's a strong Pokemon that is like a guaranteed spawn in an area, so something like the Garchomp, the Salamence, just non-wild encounters, it's not going to work. So if I fought the Salamence 1,000 times, I'm not going to get the extra chance, well, even though it's only 500, I'm not going to have an extra chance of it being shiny. Also, it's pretty inefficient as well, because unlike the Swords of Justice, if I fought, ran away, or fainted the Salamence, actually you'd have to feint it for the wild encounter method, so if I feint the Salamence, and then I go into Pokemon camp and come back, it's not going to respawn. So getting the hundreds of encounters isn't going to work. You're going to be better off with the Masuda method for the strong Pokemon, and then just run away to respawn them as fast as possible for the Regis and Swords of Justice. And also, wild shiny Pokemon seem to be broken in some kind of way, and there's like shenanigans going on with an off by 1 error reducing the shiny odds on Masuda method breeding. So shiny Pokemon are still pretty wacky, but if you have a shiny charm, that is going to be a way of increasing the shiny rate for the Swords of Justice and the Pokemon we're going to be talking about in this video. So that's something to consider. So now let's go on to the Regis, and let's start off with Regigigas, because it's huge news that Regigigas can be shiny in the Crown Tundra. So we have this, even though the Regigigas shows up in a raid den, the encounter is different every time you reset the game. This means you can reset. For shiny Regigigas, you can bring any 5 Regis, even from past games, but you need to have caught the ones in the game. So let's say you catch a Regirock and then you trade it away. Well, if you just bring in a past Regirock, then you can use that one on your team to make Regigigas spawn. So even though this is a shiny guide, kind of like with the Terrakion respawning and stuff, this is also helping out people that are kind of confused as to what to do for just the normal encounters of this Pokemon, and then shiny hunting is about making it as efficient as possible to get as many shinies as possible. So once you have triggered the story event for a Regi in the game, that's going to be the requirement for Regigigas, and then we have video proof of this coming from the data miners. So I've seen a few people ask about Regigigas. Here you go. If you choose to shiny hunt Regigigas, it will indeed appear shiny as the raid battle begins. So it's also not like Dynamax Adventures. You don't have to make it until the end of the encounter and then check your Pokemon to see if it's shiny. It will just straight up appear shiny. So this is also very valuable information. If you know someone that's soft resetting for it and then they're like battling it and catching it every time, don't need to. There's your blue boy. You can just get shiny Regi, like you can find out instantly. So if you don't see it shiny like that, soft reset the game, come back in, interact with the den, go again, boom. Also, I believe that since the encounter is different every time, the Shiny Charm does work on this Regigigas, so it's also different from the other max raid battles. If you do a standard max raid battle from any den in any wild area, it's going to be full odd shiny. But with this, the Shiny Charm does seem like it's going to improve, so that's really good for the Regigigas as well. And then we can talk about how you reset for the regular Regi Pokemon. Since I've already completed the story, I can't show you exactly how it's done, but I can explain the same method. So instead of soft resetting every time for the Regi, all you have to do is run away from it, and then you just do the puzzle again. You turn on the lights, and then you can interact with the statue, and you can trigger the encounter again. Now, there are reports that if you have a newer generation Nintendo Switch, it will actually reset the game faster than it takes to go through and do the Regi light up thing again to force the encounter. So as it stands right now, Regigigas, it's faster to just soft reset. Swords of Justice, it's faster to do Pokemon Camp. And then with the Regis, or with like the Regi Caves, it depends on your Nintendo Switch. If you have a first generation Nintendo Switch, it seems to be a few seconds slower. And if you like really care about being hyper efficient, then you can just test for yourself. Test for yourself if you soft reset at the shrine, or if you run away and then you encounter it again. And then that's going to be the best way of finding out how to get the shiny Regis. And then for the big wrap-up information talking about the other Pokemon, these are the shiny locks inside the Crown Tundra. So the Galarian legendary birds are shiny locked, but that might not be a bad thing. That means that we could just get a shiny legendary bird event at some point. So instead of doing thousands of soft resets for these Pokemon, or going to a new user, starting up a new game, and then beating the Crown Tundra again, and then having like a shiny hunting save file or something, just chill, just wait. These Pokemon are great as is, and no, you're not going to have like any disadvantage or anything. You know, they're shiny locked, so just wait until they're not. That's going to be pretty cool. Victini, still don't know where it is in the game, but it's going to be shiny locked anyways if it comes out. Keldeo, so you can get all the Swords of Justice but Keldeo, which means Virizion, Cobalion, Terrakion. You can do that method for shiny hunting, but Keldeo will be shiny locked. Cosmog, can't reset the gift that you get until the Cosmog is shiny. Just do Dynamax Adventures until you get a shiny Solgaleo or Lunala. Poipole gift is shiny locked, so don't do it. Glastrier, Spectre, or Calyrex. So these are probably going to be events in the future, or they could just be one of those shiny Pokemon that are never going to be released. Happens. And then we can finish up by clarifying information about Dynamax Adventures, or just giving it if you haven't heard about the news yet. So Dynamax Adventures have a 1 in 300 chance for every Pokemon encounter to be shiny. That is madness, but that also includes the legendary Pokemon. So the 3 Pokemon leading up to the Dynamax Adventure have a 1 in 300 chance of being shiny, and then the legendary itself, or 1 in 100 with the Shiny Charm. The Shiny Charm adds 2 rolls to it, so you get a 3 out of 300 instead of a 1 out of 300. Shiny Charm, pretty good. So if you're going to be doing shiny hunting with the Dynamax Adventures, a Shiny Charm is a must. Also, here's an interesting little note for hacking detection. All shinies found this way will be stars. So there are no square star shinies from Dynamax Adventures, which means if you see, like, say, a shiny Rayquaza that has the square shinies, but then you check its stats and it shows that it was caught in Pokemon Sword and Shield, well, then that means it's hacked. And also, this little bit might sound weird. Uses cryptographically secure randomness, no RNG. What does that even mean? Well, it means that it's rolled when the adventure ends. So the interesting thing about Dynamax Adventures is that if you quit out of a Dynamax adventure before saving, it will actually give you the same Dynamax adventure again. Now, if you quit out too many times, you do get penalized and you have to pay Dynite Ore to be able to run it back. But that doesn't change shininess. Like, let's say you see a shiny Lugia at the end, so you go, wait a second, I'm going to quit out, I'm going to invite my friends, and then all my friends get that shiny Lugia, and I can just keep doing the Den resetting method, and then we get all these shiny Pokemon. Doesn't work that way. The RNG is different. There is no RNG seed. It's rolled live every time. So the shinies are going to be unique in that way, so that's also another thing worth noting. Don't throw away your shiny Pokemon because you think you're going to be able to get more of them. The greed will punish you this time because the RNG is different. And that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We got some extra like little cheekiness coming out with shiny hunting on the legendary side of Pokemon. I think it's some really cool stuff. Shiny hunters should be happy now that there's actually like really good shiny hunting inside of Pokemon Sword and Shield. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.